Welcome back to the show, people. We got 2 in a row going on. Today we're going to have a little gala update for you. Crash, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. We got through just a few technical difficulties, so we're rocking and rolling. I got the market bubbles on right now, so let's see what we got. It's kind of half and half today, huh?
hmm
Uh,
Well, the
XRP.
one thing this morning I can talk about is uh, the top 11 coins in my portfolio for the last 24 hours. Every single one of them is on the XRP ledger or XRP.
Yeah, yeah, that whole ecosystem, I think, and maybe that's because XRP has been kind of lighting them up, you know.
Yeah, not really, just the last couple days, but I mean,
Oh, you're
yeah, I think,
talking in the last, like,
yeah.
for how long has that been? The phenomena.
Oh, it's just the last 24 hours.
No, but I mean for the XRP ledger. Oh, just
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that in the last 24 hours, my my top 11 earners in the last 24 hours were all cryptocurrencies on the XRPL ledger.
right. So, on that note, we are going to do a show pretty quick about some of that action on the XRPL. Maybe talk about the
Mm-hmm.
decks a little bit and do some exploring in that ecosystem. Um,
Yes.
so XRP is over 40 cents, which is interesting. It's been a while
Yeah.
since it's been that, man. It was in the 30s for
Mm-hmm.
literally months. Um,
Yeah. What was the other thing I noticed? I noticed that ADA Cardano jumped over Solana again. The market cap.
right. Yeah, I see that. So, yeah. I mean, I have so much more respect for ADA versus Solana just because of the downtime. I mean, people
Yeah.
swear by Solana. I don't get it. They've been down like 7 or 8 times in 2022. I don't get how you can be so high on that, but I know they got a lot of venture capital involved. So
Mm-hmm.
that will do
Yeah.
that.
That can be the balancing factor there.
Yeah, and Cardano doesn't, but I like Hoskinson's. He's just a respectable dude that understood
Just
too
yeah.
that Ethereum was going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and he just
Said,
wanted to make something that would work properly, and he's going to do it the right way. He's not going to
yeah,
rush into it.
yep, and he has, and yeah, we're gonna keep. That's a very interesting project that we don't talk about enough, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're gonna check out Gala Games. Just
So
an
let's
up.
go. Yeah, let's look at their token, huh?
Let's to look at the token. We have to now go on page 2, which is irritating because it's now
You
at
gotta be kidding! I'm not.
107.
This is. Yeah, let's skip that. I'm not going to page two.
0.04171 is what the token's at. Um,
Mm, oh,
so it's
Eddie! It's red all the way across the board.
yeah, yeah. It's brutal
How
times,
can how
man.
can how can it be 56% down when not a month ago it was in the green?
Where are you seeing 56%?
1 year number.
Oh, 1 year. I didn't know you were gonna go out that far. Where do you
Well,
even
I
get
the
that
only
on
I
here?
just huh?
Where are you even
On Live
getting?
Coin Watch.
Oh, you're on Live CoinWatch. Okay, I'm on CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, and I'm on my portfolio where I can customize what I look at.
Yeah, we got to do more of that. Hmm.
Yeah, so I hit all the percentage numbers though. I pulls up the 1 hour, 24, 7, 30 day, 90 day, and 1 year.
Right.
So I can kind of look across. I look for coins that are green all the way across,
Right. So that's the token. It's fallen out of bed and out of favor. It's still highly respected. All the gaming tokens have, everything's in the tanker right now, and it's going to be until we have almost an alt season, man. I'm hearing whispers of that too by some people about, is this maybe alt season? And it is kind of waking up. It's interesting.
I'm feeling it.
You are. Okay. So we're on the Gala Games site, and they have a lot of games still. Now this Superior game is really moving up the chain with them. People dig this game a lot. People are starting to play it. They just had a test run of it. I did not play it, but I got some feedback from people that did, and they love it.
Really?
Yeah, they love it, and so that one I think is going to be.
Shooter.
Some people think it's going to be the best game on Gala.
What's the genre?
You just said, third person
shooter.
So
what's that word in front of it? Roguelite?
Roguelite. Yeah, you're kind of I don't know exactly.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but I the game is really where you're taking out these superheroes that have gone bad, basically, is what it is. We'll have to do a test run next time it goes, but people dig it. They dig the movement. They dig the graphics. They dig the NFTs and the weapons. One thing I haven't heard about this is any token being dropped. So.
Yeah.
Now, if you go down,
is it play to earn?
These are all supposed to be play to earn. Every one of them. They don't do a game that's not play to earn.
So maybe Superior is going to just do Gala token as their token.
I don't know. But this is not produced by Gala. This is produced by Drifter, I guess. So the one, though, that's real close, and supposedly this one is going to be on Giri, and this is supposed to come out live October 31st. They put a hard date on it. They've been doing a lot of testing. This is Spider Tanks. They have a token ready to go. It's called Silk. They put out a white paper. And this one is on the new blockchain, which is exciting if it is. I mean, that part of these two, I think, is the new blockchain, their new layer one, which is for Gala. I mean, that's the biggest thing that they can do now is get on that, off Ethereum and on that, but they're still not technically. So,
what's this? What's the second one at the top there? Champions Arena.
Champions Arena. Yeah, I don't know much about that one.
I haven't seen that before.
Huh?
I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, it's newer. Let's take a look here. Let's visit the store and see what it says. Champions Arena is a new turn-based RPG and allows players to collect over 100 different fascinating and unique NFT champions and various NFT items. Summon your champions to dispatch them on missions or control them directly in real-time tactical turn-based battles. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know. I bet it'll be good.
How about Fortitude?
Fortitude, you love.
Tower defense. I like that. That looks interesting to me.
That's the one we played. It was a little bit weird, but
it is terrible. Kind of like the archery game.
Something like that.
Where they got the archer and they're trying to get into the tower and you're trying to fight them off.
Yeah. So you gonna play that one, Crash, when it comes out?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. What are you looking at there? Hold on a second. Are you in the store?
I'm on the game
Yeah.
section. Then I went to visit the.
Store, right?
Yeah, I guess it does say visit store.
Yeah, I don't, okay.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
I don't know. We'll see how that one turns out or what it's. They've been working on that for a while. That one was announced right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So they put a
Oh
lot.
yeah. Yeah.
These games, though, I mean, one thing I've learned is they take literally years to develop. So
Hmm.
they have like 30 games coming. Some are closer than others. Mirandus is going to be sometime in like 23, I'm hearing, like early 23. They're going to do like a major play test again, end of the year ish. But that's Mirandus. So that one's coming. Townstar is on hold still. They're redoing everything. And apparently, now this one, they did a lot of contests with it, that they'd have your weekly contests and I think they even did
Hmm.
like like every 3 days or something. Different things, different 2 week, monthly.
Yeah.
But from what I'm hearing, just a cesspool of cheating. Like people, they just knew how to rig everything on this game. So
Mm.
they pulled it down. Now they're making it more server based instead of before it was, um,
App based, right?
yeah, browser based. Um,
Oh, it's
so
browser based. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so the new one is going to be more server side, so they'll be able to control the cheating a lot more. So um, it's that's the trickiest thing with these games. You have people just like in the real world with
Yeah, gambling in Vegas. They count cards. They do all. There's all kinds of ways to cheat.
right, but also with the coding and stuff, how people are cheating and stuff, and
Uh-huh.
hackers. They have hackers for
Yeah.
games, and they figure out how to hack the games. And now with these, you're getting tokens if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. You
So
pull them out of there and create money out of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's tricky stuff what these guys are doing. I mean, it is
Yeah.
very
I
tricky.
played this Legends Reborn a couple times, and boy,
What did you
no
think of
thank
it?
you.
Did you like
Oh,
it?
I couldn't figure out how to even play it. Really, I mean, I played it, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, this one's supposed to be pretty cool. I don't know. I
It's
mean,
got good graphics and stuff, but it's just I don't know. There's nothing appealing to me about it. It's just like it's a card game,
okay.
basically.
Yeah.
Playing cards with characters that have certain
It's a
skills and
Pokemon
stuff.
competitor, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know Pokemon at all either. So
That's a card game, and this is
yeah.
kind of like that, but it's on the video. But this one's pretty close to being out too. I
Hmm.
believe
Well, yeah,
that's
I played. We both played the beta, so yeah.
yeah. Um, so what else do we got? That's pretty much Battlestar Galactica. That's the one they're doing with. I think NBC Universal is involved with this one.
Hmm.
Um,
That'll be cool.
yeah, Townstar Legacy's a big one. That's
So
out of
let me
Europe.
ask you, Eddie, out of all these games, which ones do you think are have a good chance of the NFTs being valuable?
Oh, I
Just
don't.
go to the top and start all over.
Oh, jeez. Well, I think Superior's gonna have some good ones because I've seen them and they're pretty good.
Hmm.
The thing about the NFTs, a big piece of the NFTs is they're supposedly going to be rentable. And that's a big
Yeah.
part of the whole ecosystem is that someone that can afford to buy an NFT that doesn't want to play can buy those and rent them to a player that's good and wants to play but can't afford an NFT. And you can kind of like split the profits. How that's all being done with smart contracts. Without smart contracts, this stuff doesn't work. So
Yeah.
that's going to be after Giri, that's the number one thing to get out is the rental system, which they're working on, but that's a big deal. But we already know about some of the NFTs that they've talked about how they're going to be rentable. Like in Mirandus, you're going to have your number one NFTs. There's only 50,000. You need them to play. Are going to be rentable.
Yeah, that Mirandus, I know we did a few things on there, and that looks really neat.
Yeah, that's going to be a cool.
I mean, that's like Town Star on steroids.
Yeah. And that's kind of I've listened to some AMAs. I mean, the guy that's doing that, McCarthy, he's big time, man. I mean, they are bringing in some big players in the space, and he's taking the time to show the audience kind of what he says how the sausage is made, and it's a cool game. I mean, there's going to be some. It's the
kind of game that particularly young people can actually learn a lot from. I bet, just like Town Star. I mean, after I played Town Star for a couple of weeks, the way my mind operated was different. Everything I looked at, I tried to make it more efficient.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you
Yeah.
experience that at all?
Yeah. You start learning about, well, you taught me some stuff too, man. You're like, oh, you got to do this or that, or, you learn about, but apparently you can hack the thing from the back and make stuff really efficient, really fast. But
yeah, I certainly didn't have any of those because I got my butt kicked in that thing.
Yeah, we weren't really playing from a competitive level. I'm fascinated to see, and I think that's coming in like the next, maybe even within the next month, where it's going to be out there and playable again, and that's going to be fascinating to see what they do with the NFTs. They're selling a lot of NFTs in Townstar now that are not, they don't pay, But again, now are those going to be rentable though? So they have utility, even though you don't directly get town coin from it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, so
I hope they can make it bulletproof and so everybody's on the same playing field.
Yeah. And I think that'll be part of Giri, their own blockchain. I think that's going to be part of it, maybe, is the cheat factor. If they can do that, that'll be huge. So,
and it's going to be an ongoing process for the next for years for them to because there's always going to be a new hack that they got to fix.
Yeah. And the way they're doing it, though, people are like, how can you possibly make all these games? They're only making a couple of them. I mean, these are all other teams that are making most of these, that's how you can do it.
They're using their platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those teams are probably paying them something to be on their platform.
Right. So back to your question, what's going to be the most... Back to your question about what's going to be most valuable, your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't know.
Come on, can't rope you into something.
That's a tough one, man.
All right, let me go through here. I agree with you on Superior, Champion Arena. I don't know. Fortitude. I bet that'll have some great NFTs. Grit, another one that's going to have great NFTs. I bet.
Grit is an interesting game.
Yeah, I know there's other games like this out there, that aren't play to earn, and they're super popular, super fun to play.
Which one? Like what?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I don't know. My son plays
Are you talking about like
couple of them on
Grit or like?
Xbox.
Are you talking about like Grit or like Battlestar Galactica?
Oh no, like Grit,
Oh, okay, yeah.
the old fast, old, Wild Wild West stuff.
Right, right. Yeah, I've never played one. It sounds kind of cool though, and I mean the way you build NFTs in with these, that's
Well, and that's what I learned so much from Townstar. I love, I'm kind of ticked because I wasted a lot of time on Townstar, but if I really look at it and analyze it, I learned a whole bunch of stuff about NFTs and
yeah,
how to place them and
right,
how what chains they're on and how to wallets and use wallets and market
right,
them. And
right,
boy, I know in hindsight that what I learned from playing Townstar early like this is invaluable.
right, right. So I just pulled up the Townstar NFTs, and they're all like they have these card packs, which is another strategy you can play with that game. But other than that, they have like this cakery, which is it's around $100 or so, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. But these do not earn, but they're strategic as far as like if you're in a contest and you can be more efficient with it. That's how they have that. That's where they get their utility, I guess. So.
Well, that's kind of cool. The third one there, that paved road 5 pack.
Oh, people were livid about that.
What do you mean?
Because
Why?
they're like, now you're selling paved roads for an NFT?
Well, I don't know. I look at it as, hey, if I were to purchase, if I was to purchase some paved roads on the game, it's a lot of money for a paved road. I forget, it's like $50,000 now or $40,000
Right.
for to do a paved road. If I could buy a 5 pack, that would sure speed my whole process up.
That's how, I mean, it's all how you look at it, right? It's like,
Yeah,
you can,
yeah,
I see what you mean, and I think there's people that agree with you. But then there's some other
yeah. I
people that
think
are like,
yeah, right. I think that the utility and the use of some of these things takes a little time to comprehend how they can be used.
yeah. It's, what you have to realize about Gala, like it or not, they're an NFT company. They just are. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they derive a significant amount of their revenue. Well, really, is it all their revenue from?
All their, I'm trying to think. How else do you pay
I mean,
them?
it's.
Wait till the corporations come in and start selling their Coca-Cola NFTs on Townstar and these other things.
I mean, the sky is just. It's so early with this platform. It is just so. The whole space. I mean, you know that. It's just. We think we've
Yeah,
been, because.
I can see it now. I have an NFT for one vote in the United States presidential election.
Right, exactly. Could we get that?
Yeah. You
That's
send in your tax return and you get a one vote NFT for the United States Congress.
right. See, that makes too much sense, though. They're not going to do that because it's too.
No, you know what? Yeah, no, it makes.
That's bordering on
Yeah,
logic. That's the problem there. You're bordering.
yeah.
You're butting right up against logic there, Crash. Let's
I
not
have
go
a
down
habit.
this path, man.
I got a bad habit of being illogical.
All
All
right.
right.
So
What else?
these are the games we just hit in the very tip of the iceberg. There's supposedly there are a good 15 to 20 that are unannounced. So that's how big their games are going to be. Um,
Yeah.
then you got music, okay? Um, which okay, so where music's at, they dropped the nodes they are now giving out something called decibels, which are going to be some kind of a booster to your nodes when they come out and actually launch the network, which they have not yet. So they sold 25,000 nodes. There's about 15 to 16,000 nodes up and running at all times. But it's really just to test the network and to just see what's going on, with the node network. So it's not out there yet. They have not launched a token, but people that want to can earn decibels as you support the network. So that's kind of where that's at. I think that they're waiting to go. They want to go out with 50 artists, and I think they have. I think from what I've seen, I feel like they're around maybe 30 to 40. Some of them are bigger names, like maybe 4 or 5. Like Maroon 5, Snoop, and a bunch of his guys. There's probably 10 or so big name, like people that have launched significant albums and stuff. And then the rest are up and comers, and they got some interesting strategies with that.
Hey, I see something on here that I go to the nodes page.
Okay.
Scroll to the bottom. Townstar has its own node.
Townstar has, you can get Townstar nodes. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Now they're sold out now, but yeah, you could. And I think really, because they also came out with Spider Tank nodes, and those sold out pretty quick. I think those went for, I want to say $2,500, 25 to 4,500 for the Spider Tank nodes, and then, but Townstar too, and Townstar. I don't know how many they sold. I want to say maybe 15,000 or something. But yeah, you can get. I think a lot of the games, if not all of them, are gonna have nodes. But like these, we're going for. What would that be?
I don't know. I was just trying to figure that out when I gave up.
That would be.
What is it? It's at 4 cents, right? Gala?
Yeah. So that's 15,000 basically is what that is. That was probably the last ones that they sold were at maybe 15,000.
Well, 10% would be 3,500, wouldn't it? Or what? I'm sorry, I can't read that. Yeah.
No, it'd be 35,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost 36,000.
Okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense.
So I mean that's significant. I mean, and the founders nodes now I think they're selling them still, but people at these prices weren't buying them, and then they're like, well, I think what we're gonna do is take them in house for the rest of them. So the last ones that. Well, I think you can still buy them, though. Can you? It said you can.
Oh, yeah, right here. Just scroll up to the top of that page.
Yeah,
Get a founder node today.
2.293 million for a founder's node.
Wow.
Times 0.041. So yeah, those ended up being like around 96,000. That's basically what they are, and they're not going up at all because I don't think people are buying them at these prices for what you're getting, So
Yeah, you want to split one?
Sure. Yeah, right. But
as soon as you get your wife's approval, let me know.
Will do. Yeah, so that's kind of the node thing. We got the games. And the last thing we got, which I don't even see anywhere on their website, is the The
regular
film.
nodes, right?
Well, the film.
Oh, the film, yeah.
Which, anyways, where that's at.
I don't see that either.
No, and we'll have to hit some Discord for this stuff if you guys want us to do that. Just drop in one of your many comments. Just let us know, hey, we want to look at Discord for Gala, and then we'll do that. But not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes. We just want to expose you to this platform in case you want to have some fun and play games. In the
one thing I wanted to just note here, I was just looking at the careers page, and Gala, they got a lot. They're hiring for a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. See all positions.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing, and what else they got?
Development, administrator, environmental art, gameplay engineer.
Yeah.
Testers.
Yeah. They got a lot of stuff going
good.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, some people are just so livid about some of these games. Like all this stuff, you look at Flare, you look at XRP, you look at, patience is the name of the game. Period.
Sure is. Yeah.
Look at all your billionaires in the world. They didn't get rich by not being patient. Period.
Yeah.
And those people know that they can win by just waiting you out, knowing that you'll just get frustrated and give up. And they got all the money in the world so they can have a good old time while they're just waiting around, right?
Yeah. While everything gets cheaper.
Yeah. And then, boom, okay, I'll take that for pennies on the dollar. Why not?
Yeah, those jerks are probably down in Cuba living on 10 cents a dollar on top of it.
All right. Exactly. So, what else on Gala? That's a real high-level update on what's going on.
I still give Gala 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's no way I'm getting rid of any of my coins that are associated with that, which are not very many, but I'm keeping them.
You know what? You got to do your own research and decide what you like. There's a lot of different ways in this ecosystem to play it. You can play games, you can buy nodes, you can trade, you can do all sorts of stuff, and you got to decide for yourself, okay, here's a vast ecosystem. That's what I kind of like about it is it's one place where you have a ton of variety, Let's face it, you're not playing all the games, not one person. It would be, you couldn't even do it in an 8-hour day, really, so you got to pick kind of what you're interested in and kind of see, but you can rent NFTs, you can buy NFTs. There's just so many cool ways to play this that are coming. I mean, some of them aren't even out yet, so
yeah,
we'll see. It's also very speculative and risky, and do your own research, people.
The thing is with Gala, though, you look at their exchanges they're on and the the coin pairing that's offered. It's very accessible.
That's true.
There's 60. I mean, I'm seeing 120 pairs already, and probably 50 different exchanges that are carrying.
Yeah, Gala's almost. It's almost like they got tapped on the shoulder by the powers that be to build this out. How fast this token got out there, and got on all these exchanges. I mean, that's something that every token doesn't do.
How that works. I'd like to understand how that works. And are there people out there that you can hire that'll get your tokens on as many exchanges as they can for you? There's got to be.
I think you're right. I think there probably is.
Brokers almost,
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's it's a funny thing because there's tokens that have been around a lot longer that aren't on this many exchanges. There's no way,
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all right, people, do the right thing. Crash, take us out of here, will you?
All right. Everybody enjoy your day and live in the present.
Good
Ciao.
stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, high level. It's at a high level, but it's pretty good. Just to get people back in the groove of this, you know?
Yeah, I should have mentioned right at the beginning. Yeah, this is Crash. You can call me G2P. Brandon, I'm
Yes.
waiting for my new puzzle to show up any day now.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Fuzzle.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to YouTube right now and type in Fuzzle and see if there's any new videos.